It is not necessary, but try to like or dislike the video. The film begins after the Earth has been destroyed. People have advanced in our spending as if they were on different planets. Damon is the name of a man. C, his daughter, was also present. They used to live in the spaceship due to the destruction of the Earth. Their financial situation had deteriorated, and C's mother had died when she was older. C's father takes care of her alone. Damon was actually a professional treasure hunter. Damon was given a task to bring the precious diamonds from the alien planet. The diamonds were named Oracle. He has to go to the Queen's lair in search of diamonds. But this was on a dangerous planet. This was the aliens' planet. Damon has no other way to overcome the shortage of money. To make the financial condition better, he signs this contract. The Oracle diamonds were precious in the market. The father and daughter, while putting their life at risk, come to the Green Moon, but their spaceship shows an error as they reach the Green Moon's surface. Due to it, they fall somewhere else instead of their destination. Luckily, they were saved and didn't get any harm. They get shocked coming out of their spaceship. Moon Forest is so beautiful now because it was C's first experience. That's why she wants to live in this environment. But this was a dangerous place for humans. They have to take the oxygen cylinder for breathing. They wander through the woods in search of Oracle. Damon notices a location while walking. It was the location where the precious Oracle was buried. Damon was professional in this, so he took out the Oracle carefully. The diamond was precious and beautiful as well. In the market, it was valued in crores. They have got the rare diamond from which they can clear all their loans. After getting the diamond, she asks her father to go back from here. Damon says this is not enough. The place from where I was told to bring the Oracle, it means Queen's Lair, there we can get more precious and huge diamonds. It is a part of my contract. That's why we have to go there to bring more valuable diamonds. If we get those oracles, our lives will be changed forever. We will be at ease for the rest of our life. You can't imagine how valuable the diamonds are. But if we move from here, it will take months to come back here. That's why they moved to the place to get the Oracle. Moving forward, they hear the voice of robbers in the forest, and they also come in search of oracles. They have also been stranded here since then. The robbers also know about Damon's presence. Their plan was to end Damon and escape in his spaceship while hijacking it. The robbers come and hold Damon. To save his life, Damon gives them an offer. If we will end the aliens together later, we will divide those oracles between us. After it, we will go from here safely. Only Damon knows the address of the place where diamonds are. This was a huge deal for the robbers' leader Ezra. Being greedy, he accepts this deal. Damon's plan was to end them with C's help on the way. As Damon gets the chance on the way, he takes them at gunpoint with his daughter's help. Damon snatches Ezra's gun from him. Damon doesn't run, he tries to rob Ezra. Ezra says to Damon, "You are doing wrong. Don't do this." Damon has become so greedy that he wants to end Ezra. C also forbids her father Damon to do this. Damon does not listen to anyone because he is greedy. Damon shoots at Ezra's companion. In return, he also shoots at Damon. Due to it, they both die. Only C and Ezra were survivors. C flees from there when she gets the chance, terrified of Ezra. She has lost both her father and her mother today. Now she has none in this world. C sits in her spaceship immediately. She tries to start the spaceship. Her ship was damaged, and she was now badly stuck. If she tried to escape, Ezra would destroy her. That's why she stays inside the spaceship. But how many days can she live here? Her food supply had also run out after a few days. Ezra also goes inside her ship after searching it. She injures him while shooting him. Later, she points a gun at him and warns him. Ezra was injured, so he was asking for the medical box from C. Any wound can be dangerous on this planet. But C wants something else. She wanted to take her father's revenge on Ezra while ending him. Ezra says, "If you will end me, you will not be able ever to go from here. I know each way of this forest. If the aliens will find you, they will end you." Ezra says, "If you will help me, I will also help you in return. Then we will follow your father Damon's plan together. I also know how to find Oracle. Think about it. After ending me, you will be stuck here." She asks him, "Why should I trust you?" "On your words. Because you have ended my father." Ezra makes her remember that your father started first. He dies as a result of greed. She thinks and understands what he said. She doesn't end him and changes her intention. She also gives him the medical box and Ezra cures himself. They move for the Queen's lair, but she was still suspicious about Ezra. She was following him while putting him at a gunpoint. Moving forward to their journey, she understands Ezra is not a bad human, even though he is a good-hearted human. Their trust was gradually growing. The bad news for Ezra was that his wound had been damaged by the environment. If he does not do anything soon, his body will be infected. Ezra goes to the villagers and asks for a medical box in return for Oracle. But the villagers were up to something else. They offer Ezra more valuable oracles. They want C in return. They have no females for their generation to grow. If they do not do anything soon, their generation will be extinct. Before they get C, she runs from there. She was wandering in the forest alone. It was difficult for her to survive alone. The hardships for her were increasing. But moving forward, she finds Ezra in the worst condition, because the villagers refused to give him the medical box. The infection was gradually spreading in his body. There was only one treatment for this infection. Ezra has to cut his arm. She feels bad for seeing Ezra in this condition. She helps him in cutting his arm. Ezra sacrifices his arm while bearing the pain. The next morning, they move to their destination. They talk to each other on the way. They share their life moments and become friends. They reach the aliens' camp at night. It means the Queen's lair. They had no idea the aliens possess so many weapons. They also discover the aliens have imprisoned the dangerous prisoners in a glass box. They know that there is nothing in front of them. Ezra shows himself as Damon in front of them. With it, he also tells his offer, "I can search the oracles for you, but in return, they have to keep them in their ship." There was an argument between them. Later on, their leader agrees. They also get to work without wasting time. Because Ezra has no hand, so he was facing a problem in order to take out oracles. Even then he was trying to take out oracles. Due to having one hand, he couldn't do this. An oracle destroys while putting out. Ezra tries to take out oracles, but he fails. The pressure increases on them. She applies whatever she learned from her father. Unfortunately, she also failed. As the guard goes to tell this to their leader, Ezra ends him. Now they don't have any place to hide his dead body. Before they end them, they run. Now the army of aliens was chasing them. While competing with them, Ezra gets badly injured. Here, they don't have any way to escape. Ezra asks C to hijack the alien's spaceship and escape alone. C disagrees with him, but she does not want to abandon him. There was a kind of relation between them. Even so, Ezra agrees to let her move alone. Ezra was alone fighting with them being injured. Then at the same time, C changes her decision. She goes to aliens' camp to bring the medical box. The dangerous prisoners were released now. They didn't notice C, so when the opportunity presents itself, C brings the medical box to Ezra. They travel to the alien's spaceship after administering the medicine. They move from there while starting the spaceship. However, they did not receive the item for which they came here. The reason was simply greed. We get the message from their film that greed's ending is always bad. If Damon did not become greedy and return while still possessing the first oracle, maybe he'd be alive today. They wouldn't get into this mess. This film concludes with this message. Thank you